the belief, I am the body, and taking the conditioning and the self-belief to be what we are, all sorrows come into the world. Come into the recognition that these energies, these identities, are not original to me. They came after. And it can be proven, because I am the witness also. Even knowledge came after me, because I am the witness of both knowledge and ignorance. If you come to this certitude, already the virility of mind and ego will begin to drop. Their power will reduce. When we come to see that the body-mind identity, and not just the identity, but the belief in it, and the belief is a great power that arises from consciousness. Belief and attention are your superpowers. Because whatever attention embraces is registering that as experience internally. When that is infused with belief, identity, then somehow the clouds come, and the intuitive recognition of our Supreme Self is eclipsed, hidden. When the recognition occurs, I am not this nor any other phenomenon, not as a thought, not as belief, not merely as belief, not merely as thought, but as inner conviction. Then all delusions come to an end. Sometimes we are afraid because we have the feeling that the loss of personality or the loss of identity is the loss of consciousness. But it is not so. Personality identity is not even stable. It's a constantly changing self-portrait. It's a phenomenon. Witnessed in, through, and by consciousness, which is what we are. What we are, when consciousness is present, we are this dynamic presence that shines in this body as the sense I am. This sense I am, it's not a person. It's not man or woman. It has no religion. It has no attachment to memory. It has no aspiration. It is the pure, undiluted, dynamic expression of the Absolute. And it functions during the waking state for perhaps 16 hours a day. And then the lights go out. And everything again comes into oblivion with the absence of the dynamic consciousness. It is like that. But whether consciousness is shining as presence or not, as when it is absent in deep sleep, or when it is present as in the waking state, all of this arises against the background of unchanging awareness. It is this that I try to point you to, because when you are again in your original state of self-recognition, without self-image and without vanity, all delusions come to an end. The body will still be here, the senses will still function, your relationship to other beings, it will, initially, it might seem some shakiness will happen, but holding your ground, resting in your truth, all things come to their own balance. It is beautifully simple. The complexity exists in the mind, not in the pure being. All of this confusion arises because we, consciousness, identify with a limitation that we are merely our body-mind, which is only an aspect of ourself. So satsang is only to open the curtains on this recognition. Very good.
Shiva, Shiva, Mahadeva, Mahadeva. Shiva, Shiva, Mahadeva, Mahadeva, Mahadeva.